it's me, Rishi, back again with another video for you! So, just before we start, please like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends. So, let's start. So, just before we start, we're talking about birds of prey, or raptor. And raptor and birds of prey mean the same meaning, but if you don't know why some people call it raptor, because don't confuse it to a dinosaur raptor, because it's mostly like a bird. So they say raptor because it has the claws like one, actually called talons like one, and feathers like one. Actually, here's the fact about dinosaurs. Do you know velociraptors actually had feathers in their time, in the dinosaur times? So that's cool. And so there's 5 basic groups I was saying. The harpy, actually eagles, falcons, hawks, vultures, and owls. I actually made a video on them. So if you want to know more about them, go to that video as soon as after this one. Okay, so this is the harpy eagle. The eagle. It's the top part of the eagles. The eagle, the harpy eagle, it is one of the strongest. It's the strongest eagles in the world. It's strong, and it's the king or queen, if it's a female, of the eagle. So it has a hooked beak to tear down flesh, and it has claws to grab it. So the harpy eagle mostly eats iguanas, macaws, which is another name for parrots, and sloths and spider monkeys. So this is what it eats, mostly eats. And if it's a female about to lay eggs, it mostly lays eggs on higher branches and builds it in higher branches and it's skinny. So to get predators away that would like to eat it, like jaguars and ocelots and morgays. And here's another strategy if that strategy doesn't work. So if the ocelot gets there, but it also builds nests close to feeding grounds, so that's where it could get food and look out for predators. So it has a cousin, the bald eagle, who uses that strategy. And the harpy eagle is territorial. So if it's a female using a territory and it has eggs, it mostly does it alone, take care of them alone. So there's no father helping it, just a female. So that's moving on to the next bird, the peregrine falcon. It's also the fastest bird in the world. You may seen this bird in my episode about birds, and this is really fast. So the part that makes it fast is when it stoops, also known as a falcon dive. So if it wants to stoop, it tucks its wings in and dives down. And it's really adaptable. It could live all over the globe, except Antarctica. But it cannot live in Madagascar, an island that's home to lemurs, also known as Lemur Land. That's cool. But we're not going to talk about Lemur Land. We're talking about falcons. And this falcon is the top predator of all the falcons. And as you could recognize it with those eye patches, since all the raptors have the same features. If it blends in with the color, it uses you could recognize it with those pants. So moving on to the next bird. This is the turkey vulture. The turkey vulture is not actually a turkey. It's not actually a turkey. So look at those feathers. It has dark on the bottom and dark on the top. But in the middle, it has light feathers. It could be used for the camouflaging. So that's cool. And look at this. It has a power, so this power mostly works in night times. So when the turkey vulture is asleep, the highlights will blend in with the light parts of the tree, and the dark parts will blend in with the dark spots of the tree. So the predator wouldn't find it. And look at this coat. It's kind of like it's wearing a coat. So that's cool. And look at those claws. They're really skinny. They're kind of skinny. So the downy, so you could mostly see flying feathers, but underneath it has warm feathers, which are called downy feathers. Babies have those, baby birds. Even raptors have those when they're born. So that's really cool. I wish we had that. That's kind of cool. That kind of helps it keep warm and toasty. Moving on to the next bird. This is the great horned owl. You may know most of this because since you watched my owl episode, you may know some more about this bird. But here's some facts. It has like round eyes, which all birds have. It has a round head that all birds do not have, except this bird. And it can spin it all around. Sloths also do that. Sloths can do that. And these feathers are actually used for the same way as the turkey vulture used it. He used it to blend in. And the owls are mostly nocturnal. That means they hunt at night. But sometimes, if it's a great horned owl, it's really rare. Great horned owls sometimes are awake at the daytime. They're only awake in the daytime if there's plenty of dark spots. That's when they're awake. And it gets its name from those ears that kind of look like horns. But they're actually ears, not horns. And look at those claws. They're almost skinny as the turkey vultures, but they're kind of thick. And it has silent wings. It could fly really silent because it has ridges in its wing. Moving on to the final bird, the goshawk. The goshawk is it's really protective. One of the protective hawks in the world. It's really protective of its babies. So here's what it does. Here's the strategy. The father feeds the babies while the female, the mom, look out for predators. So that's great teamwork. And so if you could recognize it, you could recognize hawks by broad tails, by short tails, but not as long as all the rest of the birds of prey. It's the smallest of the birds of prey family, and it's one of the smartest. And it has eyes that are kind of orangey, reddish, mixed in, but this one's eyes is orange. And here's a cool thing. Look at those beak. Part of it is black, and the rest of it is yellow. Even the peregrine falcon has that. But this one is like a lone male. And here's one fact. Most female birds are bigger than the male birds. So this must be a female or a male. So if put a female there, and then you'll know if it's a male or a female. So thanks for watching. And here's one thing: the goshawk is mostly staying in lower air predators. It's in lower airs. It's not built for higher air speeds. It's mostly built for low air areas. So thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.